In time now, 6:50, preventing holiday stress before it starts for mom, dad, and the kids. It's our Parenting Pipeline. Maria Bailey, author of Ultimate Mom and founder of Mom Talk Radio, joins us with her advice this morning. Welcome back, Maria. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Alrighty, well, Thanksgiving is often a time when the entire family gets together, and we know that this can often overwhelm the kids. How do you stop that embarrassing moment before it even starts?
Well, you know, a lot of that happens because kids just aren't familiar with some of the relatives they see once a year, right? So before you actually get to the holiday dinner table or to the event, tell stories about the relatives that they're going to meet there so they become a little bit more familiar with Great Aunt Ella that they might have only met one time 5 years ago. You know, that way they don't walk up to her and say, "What's up with that gray hair?" You know?
Right.
You know, so
you don't want that.
No. Just show them pictures before you actually arrive so that any of that happens just with you.
And we know that oftentimes Thanksgiving Day at Aunt Mary's house can last the entire day. How do you prepare the kids of all ages to sort of stay out of trouble?
Well, for younger kids, you know, pack up some of their toys that are quiet so that you can set them up in a corner after they get bored talking with the relatives and after dinner is over so that they can sit over in the corner. With older kids, including teenagers, what we do is we throw out a question and we say, okay, whoever can find out what was the favorite subject in high school of your grandparents, or whoever can find out an interesting fact about one of their relatives will win something like pizza night at our house. So you put them on a kind of a journalistic venture during the event and let them seek out interesting things about their relatives.
I would have loved that. Sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, we know that things can sometimes get dicey around the Thanksgiving table. How do you keep the harmony for the sake of the kids when you've got all the family members together that may not see eye to eye?
There are 12 lawyers at our dinner table. So, you know, what I started doing was creating conversation cards, and I do it a couple different ways. You could either pre-make your own cards on index cards.
These are great.
Or you give an index card to everyone as they arrive and you ask them to write down one question. And then at the dinner table, you let people take turns in asking their question going around the table. So what would you take to an island if you could only take one thing, Kara?
My husband.
Ah, there you go.
And he'd love to hear that.
That was a diplomatic answer.
Really quickly, Maria, I've got a list of holiday stress prevention tips. I want to get them to you. Set rules and stick to them. Reinforce good behavior. This is, of course, for parents. Know what to expect from your child and take care of yourself. You can see them there on the screen. What's the most important out of that list?
I think it's the setting boundaries and expectations, because if you set boundaries for yourself and your children, then everybody kind of knows what to expect. They know what to expect in finances. They know what to expect in gifts. They know what to expect in behavior. So setting those boundaries and sticking to them.
I like it. Thank you, Maria. We appreciate your advice. Maria Bailey, preparing parents for the holidays this season. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Kara.
We're back in 2 minutes.